I am just as surprised as you are. You are watching Street Fighter 6 gameplay. What a day. My name is Dorrani from VG247 and today Capcom invited us down to play Street Fighter 6 and get hands-on. So this footage is of me and VG247 assistant editor Alex playing. Me and Alex are going to do a follow-up video to this one and go further in depth because there is a lot to speak about. So in this video I'm going to speak about some of the new features and give you some brand new gameplay. This is obviously not the final build. We had 4 characters to choose from: Ryu, Jamie, Luke and Chun-Li. We also had 2 stages to play on: Metro City Downtown and Genbu Temple. But from the hour we got to play, it has exceeded my expectations. The character movesets have all been updated but stay true to their DNA and feel natural to play even with the new moves. The visuals look amazing and get even better when you paint the screen with the bright colors when using the new drive system, and even when those paint effects are on the screen, the frame rate was steady. But speaking of the new drive system, I can't get over how well it is implemented. It adds a whole new level of depth to the game. So you see that green bar underneath the bottom of our health bars? That is the drive gauge and you can do a few things with it. First is the drive impact. It is a strong move that can absorb enemy hits and even your opponent's drive impact if you time it right. And guys, when I tell you, this is so satisfying when you read your opponent hitting them with a counter drive impact. I'm sure a lot of you will have played Killer Instinct before and know about shadow counters and counter breakers. That is what it reminds me of. It is the same level of hype and it looks wicked on screen. Next is the drive parry. When you hold it, it lets you deflect all enemy attacks. Yep. It's a bit like Faultless Defense from Guilty Gear, but it rinses your drive meter so fast. From that drive parry or a standard block, you can go into a drive reversal that can be used to turn the tables and turn a defensive moment into an offensive one. A defensive way to go into your drive impact essentially. Then you have the parry drive rush. If you do a dash input from a held drive parry, you'll go into this sprint that can also modify some of your normal and unique attacks if you do it as you're sprinting. It is a wicked gap closer, but if you really want to keep the pressure on, if you're in a combo and do a special attack that can be cancelled, if you do the dash input, you can cancel straight out of a special into a drive rush. I hope you kept up with all of that information. The new drive system is a lot of fun and I can't wait to see what the pros can do with it. That's one new feature explained, but on to the next, and that is the modern simplified inputs, which essentially gets rid of the circle motion inputs and changes it to just a directional input like this special move button in Super Smash Bros. It definitely works well and serves its purpose in that there's a lot of people that understand fighting games well. They know how to space, cross up, footsie, do hit confirms, whiff punishes. They know all of that but can't do a special move input to save their life. And when a lot of combos include special moves, that leaves those players at a big disadvantage who don't have the what's the word? Dexterity to do those special moves. With this modern input, it just makes the specials easier. You still have to know your stuff if you want to win. And as for the auto combos that you can do with the modern controls by pressing R2 and light, medium or heavy, I thought they would be OP, but they absolutely rip your special and drive meter to shreds, so you can't spam it. And if you're someone who doesn't manage your drive meter carefully and you completely deplete it, you'll become exhausted and you won't be able to use any of your drive moves, and it takes a fair amount of time for it to come back, and it just feels like GG well played when you're exhausted and your opponent has access to all of their drive moves. But I'm gonna leave it there for now until next week when me and Alex come back and speak more about Street Fighter in depth. But I hope you enjoyed seeing the game in action, and my final note is that this is one of those games where I wish I never played it early because it feels incredible and I'm not going to be able to play it again for a very, very long time. But as I said, join us next week for more gameplay and thoughts. My name is Dorrani from VG247. Peace out, everyone.
Trying to read each other here? Sneaks in above! You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. So, what's next? Doing some quick planning? Barry! Hits him with a stop and pop. Medium kick hit. Don't fall down yet. Yes, sir. More damage, please. This can lead to some big damage. Flip drive rush. Right lead is there's a burnout. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. What now? One chance here may end the perfectly executed. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.